Director Brennan, thank you for being here with us today. We get to see you often. Seldom do we get to see you in a public session like this. In public comments, our military leaders, the Director of National Intelligence, and others say over and over again that they feel we're facing more threats from more directions than ever before. Do you share that assessment?
Yes, I do.
And what kinds of things has the CIA done to be more agile in dealing with more threats from more directions than ever before?
As I noted earlier, we embarked on this modernization effort to try to make sure that we're able to take full advantage, optimal advantage of the great expertise and capabilities that we have within the organization. I am a very strong proponent of integrating capabilities so that we're not attacking these problems in individual streams. And that's why we set up our mission centers, where we have our regional and functional mission centers, where we can bring to bear not just our clandestine collection capabilities or all source analytic capabilities, but our open source capabilities and insights, our technical innovation, our ability to bring these different skill sets, expertise together. Because as you noted, I think the array of challenges we face, proliferation with North Korea, the cyber domain, terrorism that is plaguing so many countries and that threatens us, instability that is racking these countries. I have never in my 36 years of national security service seen a time when there is such a dizzying array of issues of national security consequence. I am constantly going down to the White House, participating in National Security Council meetings, Principal Committee meetings, so that we're able to address these issues. That's why I want to make sure that I take full advantage of the resources that you have provided to our agency so that we optimize the contributions of agency officers around the globe.
Right. And how much is all of those threats from all those directions, how much is that complicated by what appears to be the new addition of substantial self-radicalization in the country?
These so-called lone wolves, the ones who operate as a result of the incitement, encouragement, and exhortations of these terrorist organizations, it is an exceptionally challenging issue for the intelligence community, security, and law enforcement to deal with. The tragic attack in Orlando, we have not been able to uncover any direct link between that individual, Mateen, and a foreign terrorist organization. But that inspiration can lead someone to embark on this path of destruction and start to acquire the capability, the expertise, maybe do the surveillance and carry out an attack without triggering any of those traditional signatures that we might see as a foreign terrorist organization tries to deploy operatives here. So those individual actors, either acting alone or in concert with some cohorts, it really presents a serious challenge. And we're working very closely with FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and others to give them whatever intelligence we have that might help them identify some of these individuals.
Now, I think you've been asked this particular question already, David. Let me just say again that I think we're eager to hear from you the kinds of things you need to better deal with this really unique and hard to penetrate self-radicalization, because you don't have the other contacts that all your other sources may come across. Let me ask one additional question about China and cyber attacks. Last year, the President announced a common understanding with China's leadership that neither country would conduct or knowingly support cyber-enabled threat of intellectual property for commercial advantage. In your view, does that mean that cyber-enabled theft of intellectual property by people from China has ended?
No.
Do you see any good faith effort on the part of the Chinese government to crack down on this?
I see some effort by the Chinese government to follow through on some of the commitments they've provided in political channels. There are a lot of entities, people, organizations inside of China, some of them operating as part of the Chinese government, some parastatal, some working basically on contract. And so therefore, we are exceptionally vigilant about all the different attack vectors that individuals or countries could attempt to use in order to penetrate our systems and networks and databases, whether they be government systems or private sector, to steal intellectual property. So I am continue to be concerned about the cyber capabilities that reside within China, as well as the actions that some continue to undertake.
Thank you, Director, and thank you, Chairman.